Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down some of the biggest stories happening in the world of cord cutting, including today, Google TV seeing shockingly strong growth on the back of the new Google TV streamer and the Walmart on Google TV devices. We'll break down the pros and cons of these, how they're doing according to our cord cutters, and why Roku may need to be really concerned. YouTube is unveiling a ton of new features. Some I really like, big one being Sleep Timer. I was in the beta test for that, lost it. Very excited to see Sleep Timer coming back. And Spectrum agrees to change its advertising for home internet after AT&T complains. We'll tell you why. These stories and a whole lot more coming up in a quick second. If you're new here, you can find a link to every story we talk about in the show notes and in the first pinned comment down below, so you can read them for yourself and come up with your own opinion. I'd love to hear from you. If you are new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our videos to more people. It really does help. With that said, let's dive into it. So, Roku has been the undisputed domination of cord cutting for quite some time. In our surveys, I think they peaked out close to 70% of our readers saying they used a Roku in their house for cord cutting. It's currently hovering about 66%, and Google TV has actually jumped up and become the second most popular streaming player for cord cutters considering buying a new streaming player. We surveyed over 1,000 cord cutters, part of our regular quarterly survey of what's happening in the world of cord cutting, and Google TV came in second place now with about 41% of all out there, saying they intend, or excuse me, 4% saying they intend to buy it. This is the largest percentage jump we've seen in some time with that. Google TV now is a strong competitor for second place in cord cutters looking to buy a new device. Now that is still well behind Roku's 12.6% market share. It seems that Google TV is pulling a lot of new buyers away from Fire TVs. I don't know if that's why we've seen Amazon put so many Fire TVs on sale recently, if they're worried about that. But Google has had a few great things happen to them. For one, Walmart's released some very affordable but very well-spec'd Google TV players through their own brand, including a Pro device under $50 with some pretty nice features. They also released a more expensive but equally more powerful Google TV Streamer 4K, which has been very well received. I find, especially the people who like to tinker with their devices and sideload and do all kinds of things, seems like Google TV's replaced Amazon's Fire TV as the go-to device. Should Roku be concerned? Yeah, Roku's definitely been hit hard, especially in the TV OS place. TCL, I'm sitting behind one of the Roku TVs, still makes Roku TVs, but it's definitely not their main focus anymore. TCL is definitely no longer putting Roku's on their big flagship TVs anymore. Instead, Google TV is now the new go-to device. We'll keep a very close eye on this and how that plays out. But it definitely seems that Google TV is seeing strong growth. A little bit from Roku, but seems to be more from Amazon's Fire TV. How that plays out will be interesting. Are you a Google TV device owner? Have you switched to them? Leave me a comment, let me know. I'll love to hear from you why you switched, what you like about Google TV, maybe what you don't. I do think that Google TV is well positioned. They're doing a lot of great things. They're heavily investing into new features. It'll be interesting though to see if anybody can replace Roku's dominance inside cord cutting. All right, yesterday YouTube announced a ton of new features, 11 in total, with minor tweaks and major tweaks, including a fine-tuned playback speed. You can now have more speed options to listen to me slower or faster if you want to. Improved landscape browsing, so you can on larger thumbnails and text for easier navigation, coming later this year to iOS. Enhanced mini player, so you ever see that little pop-up in the bottom corner? You'll be able to drag it around and do all kinds of other things as you browse YouTube and do other things. And the thing I'm most excited about, because I fall asleep listening to YouTube videos a lot, Sleep Timer returns. I was actually in the beta for that, and then they took it away. I'm glad it's back because I like it. I like listening to it, but I don't know if I want it to run all night. Also, you'd be able to do things like collaborative playlists. So you'd be able to invite friends and family to create YouTube playlists out there that you'd be able to share. Custom playlist thumbnails. Playlist voting coming later this year, encouraging creators and fellow viewers by voting on videos on playlists up and down. You can kind of say what you like in that playlist and what you don't. New badges showcase YouTube milestones. Sounds a lot like a lot of other ones. Audible does this a lot, where you'd be able to have a badge in your profile for milestones and community engagement with collectible badges displayed on your profile. Audible, if you're an Audible book listener like I am, I love it, but it does things like how many books you have, longest book streak, repeat listener badges, all kinds of stuff out there. Also on the TVs, you're going to find some major improvements, refreshed visuals for more what they call cinematic experience watching YouTube on your TV, new Shorts UI, if you're watching Shorts on your TV, new user interface for that, and improved channel pages. That actually launched last year. It's rolling out to more devices. All this is about making YouTube TV a little bit better. I don't know, what's your favorite feature of this? For me, it has to be the sleep timer. Hands down, I fall asleep to YouTube. So that's going to be by far my favorite one out there. So keep a close eye on this. But if you want to find the full list, full descriptions of all the changes, link in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. Well, AT&T is back at it. They've complained about Spectrum's advertising, and Spectrum's agreed to make changes. Now, AT&T complained to the National Advertising Division of the Better Business Bureau National Programs, and in return, they have recommended that Charter Communication, the parent company of Spectrum, modify its claims that Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. AT&T guy said, prove it. Spectrum said, we'll just change what we want to do here with that. Now, it's kind of one of those things, a lot of times, faster speeds in more neighborhoods. What does that even mean? But it's interesting recently to see, it's not just AT&T, but many of these companies have been taking pot shots at each other's advertising through this National Advertising Division of the Better Business Bureau National Programs. Now, caveat, well, apparently they're related, but this is not the Better Business Bureau. These are two separate organizations. But it's interesting to see them kind of fighting it out publicly over this. Link in the show notes if you want to read more, but what do you think of that? AT&T complaining about Spectrum. Does it matter when you hear things like Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider? Leave me a comment, let me know. All right, Fubo has teamed up with the New York Times' Athletic. Now, New York Times has purchased the Athletic as it's a sports website, kind of to run their sports area. And now Fubo TV, or Fubo, has teamed up to be the go-to spot for them. So the Athletic will create content for Fubo and basically build Fubo marketing into their website. This is basically a marketing deal more than anything. You're going to see Fubo all over there. Probably a lot of how to watch games and all kinds of stuff over at the Athletic. And the Athletic will actually be creating content for Fubo. See how that deal and what that looks like when it's all done and said with it. But interesting, leave me a comment, let me know what you think of all that. How much do these kind of like sponsorship deals impact you? I think they're actually pretty impactful, and even if you don't think about it, but you're seeing these logos here, and over time it just kind of, I'm thinking about something, I see that logo a lot, and for ESPN, maybe I'll go check out the new streaming service. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Leave me a comment, let me know. What do you think of Fubo and New York Times partnering up like they are? Dish may have another blackout of a local TV station, this one owned by Warren Buffett. Now, unbeknownst to me, Warren Buffett actually owns a TV station in Florida. It's an ABC affiliate, WPLG, in Miami, I believe. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong with that. They have started warning their customers that on October 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern, if a new agreement is not reached, Dish will pull the plug on it. A few things interesting here. It's a very small station. Why am I even talking about this? Well, Dish is being sold to DirecTV. It raises the question here a little bit. Is Dish going to be in a position to strike new deals like this, have money to be paying more to these while they're waiting for the sale to end? And that's going to take a year. What happens to all the negotiated contracts with all this? I suspect we'll see many, let me mark my word, regardless of the Dish situation, I suspect we'll see many blackouts and fights over the cost of locals. Local TV stations are some of the most watched stations on TV last year. Increasingly, a lot of sports and live events are moving there. That has made TV station owners very publicly say they think that they should be paid more money because of how popular they are. As cable networks decline, the local broadcast stations increase. And because of that, they're demanding more money. That's resulting in groups like Dish and DirecTV and others saying, hold on, I don't know if we think we should be paying whatever it is you're demanding. Look for these blackouts to become more common, especially for Dish as they struggle to keep the operations going as they go through this, as funding is very tight. I wouldn't be surprised to see more fights like this become more common. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. That's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. We'll be back again real soon with another video.